Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. You know, I learned a lot about being a dad just from my dad and my life experiences, also coaching high school boys and middle school boys, having children of my own, and then I got the education behind it to really understand human behavior and how people act and respond. But something I didn't learn about was how to be a good husband or a good spouse. My mom and dad kind of had an up and down relationship. And it just wasn't something that I learned. We didn't learn about it in school. So you learn from what you saw at home. And there was nothing crazy that was going on. It just wasn't as much of a loving and affectionate type relationship. So when I got married, I had a lot of work to do. I was kind of a shitty husband. There was no, mental or physical or emotional abuse or anything like that. I just wasn't doing the stuff that was going to make my wife happy. Not just to do it to make her happy, but because I want to do it because I like seeing her happy or that it makes her feel good. So I just do that for her. So I am getting a lot better. I have to admit, I'll pat myself on the back. I've come a long, long way. But what this has to do with your kids is the fact that one of the best things you can do for your sons, dads, one of the best things you can do for your boy is show them how to treat a woman based on how you treat their mom, right? Whenever I buy gifts, I bring the boys with me to help me kind of pick out what we're looking for, and I show them all the thought and time and effort I put into it. My wife really likes flowers. I set a reminder, hey, don't forget flowers for, a couple times this month or whatever the case may be, just because I know that makes her happy. And I, don't think about the flowers. I just, most people bring them for special occasions. She just likes them randomly. So we make that happen, right? And when we do our goodnight stuff, the boys, and I tell them what I loved about them and what I'm thankful for. I also tell them about what I'm thankful for and what I loved about their mom as well that day. But always trying to show them that, I love your mom a lot, and I'm going to show you the best way I know how, that I'm going to try to do my everything to make her happy, right? And this is the reason why. Because when they become older, that's the way they're going to treat women. Now, maybe not through their college, high school years, or where they're, kind of out there playing the field per se. But when they find that right one that they do want to marry, well, they're going to fall back on what they know. And if what they know is a loving relationship between their mom and dad, that's more likely what they're going to have. And if what they know is a pretty shitty relationship, well, that's most likely what they're going to have, and it's going to take some work to fix it, just like it did with mine, right? Also, too, when they're young, they will follow suit and treat mom the way you treat mom. So if you're always putting mom down or, kind of clowning things that she's doing or just not what's the word I want to use? Being respectful in any way? Well, guess what? They're going to follow suit as well. Now, parents are always going to bump heads with their children at some point in life. So this isn't, 100% that the exact way you treat your wife is the way your kid's going to do it all the time. Of course not. They're going to have their ups and downs and their battles with mom. But majority of the time, that is what they will do, is how you behave. Now, I really always talk about dads here. But moms, this is on you too, especially for your sons. Because the way you treat their dad is the way they are going to allow themselves to be treated when they meet a spouse. So if you belittle him, you nag him, you put him down, you make fun of him, in front of other people or when he's not there and talk shit about him, guess what? Your son, he's going to marry the woman who walks all over him. All over him. Because that's what he's seen and that's what he thinks is the norm and what he's used to and comfortable with. So, make sure that you are doing the same thing for your husband and that you're treating him the way he wants to be treated. Not necessarily the way that you want to treat him. Hopefully that's with love, but the way he wants to be treated. And dads, treat your wife the way she wants to be treated, right? That way the kids see love and they see teamwork. Now, I do know that there are a lot of couples out there with kids who aren't together anymore. And there are a lot of people who have a true hatred for the mother or father of their children. Now, I'm not talking about if there's something extreme, the outliers here in terms of why they're not together because of physical abuse or drug, whatever the case may be. But even if it is that, what I'm saying is, even if you can't stand that person you had a child with, figure out a way to treat them with respect and civility, especially in front of the kids. The kids will pick up, wow, daddy's always nice to mommy, but mommy's always bad-mouthing him. Maybe that's why they're not together. Or mommy's always trying to do the right thing and daddy doesn't show up, or he's not following through, or he's being a dick about it, right? Maybe that's why they're not together. I don't want to be like that, daddy. I don't want a woman like that, mommy. Put your egos to the side, put the past to the side, and realize that there's a little kid in front of you who could use your help in seeing that you guys are a team, even if you're not together and you're just co-parenting. So, be bigger than all of that. But if you are together in a household with your children, make sure you're treating your spouse with a lot of love and respect, because that is what's going to bust through for your kids. That's what they're going to observe. That's what they're going to remember. That's what they'll learn. And that's what they'll do when they get older and have a household of their own. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D. Hit the subscribe button. All social media at rebirthbx, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music. Check out the website, rebirthbx.com. I'm going in to put up some new flowers in a vase.